Shalom, family. Good to see you here. Hope you're doing well. Well, there's a problem that's been going on in America for many years, and those are your pirates. Well, they seem to be nationwide, and there are some states they're worse than others. And what's shocking is they're in these states where it's not a lot of us. Those are the ones that have the biggest porch pirates in this country. So I mean, it's interesting, but I don't know why people are still doing this because more and more homes have cameras, and all of these people are being captured on camera. You think they would, you know, not be so obvious on someone's porch? I mean, you don't see the camera. A lot of them, you really can go on a person's porch and actually see the camera or where they have a ring camera on the doorbell, and you can see these things, but they still run up and do this anyway. I don't know. Don't seem too bright. All right, let me share my screen so we can get started. All right. So there's been a big increase this year in 2025. And, and they're attributing the porch pirate thing to bad economic times. Now, they're also saying that the average value of what's taken from porches ranges around $222. And, a lot of times these are the things that'll get sold in places like eBay. They'll just upload it and try to get money for it. Of course, if it depends on the value. If it's of real value, they'll keep it. But yeah, well, I'm not surprised that it's increasing. It has not been the easiest living under a Trump administration where inflation is still a very prevalent thing. All right. Thank you, everybody. Let's get started.
You won't believe what this woman stole off of her neighbor's porch.
Stop. I don't have the order.
Where's the rest of the shit?
I don't know. I've
all
missed
wanna
7
leave.
items out of my order. This is not a first for Victoria's Secret.
Stop.
I have
Listen to
no
me.
reason to lie.
All of us want to leave and get on with our day. That's what we all
Do you want to get my
here.
panties up? I mean, Jesus
That's what
Christ.
we want. Where's the rest of the stuff?
I don't have them.
So
Is
there
this
was
what you're
5
missing?
additional items. I think so, yeah. So she probably has them on, because if they're all the underwear.
Right.
Check. No, don't take me in. No, wait.
What if we?
No,
What
don't let go. Look at I love it.
Well, we're past
Ma'am,
that at this point.
ma'am.
What if I?
Help! Help! You're hurting
What if I
me.
paid for the item?
Mom,
We're past
Mom,
that.
no, hang on, let go.
Okay, what is going to happen?
Is it the underwear you gave me, Mom?
For how long?
Ma'am, isn't
Well,
it?
she
I
get
thought
it.
it was a pink pair. I
You're
don't.
gonna get-
This woman right here, she went on her neighbor's porch, and I think her neighbor had Victoria's Secret, and she stole it. And of course, the cops got called on her. Now, look at her having a meltdown that she's getting arrested. And, they caught her on camera. How stupid. Your next door neighbor? Come on, man. These people, some of them are stupid. For real. All right, let's continue.
Ask her if it's a pink pair of underwear. Ask her. I'm wearing them. Oh, my wrist. My wrist. Ask her if it's a pink pair of underwear. I'll take them off. Mom. No, Mom, you gave me a pink pair of underwear. Does that come in on the package? Did it?
Yeah.
Yes, it. Ma'am, I have them. Can you please tell her? Ma'am, I have them. Can you please? Mom, I don't have any shoes on. Mom. Mom. I don't have.
DoorDash delivery driver stole a package while delivering their food order, and it was all caught on camera. Take a look here. This happened Saturday in Glendale. You see a man dropping off the food and then taking a photo of that delivery. But then right here, he goes back to the door, takes a look at the camera, grabs the package before walking away. A few seconds later, the homeowner opened the door to get the order, unaware of the alleged theft. We have reached out to DoorDash, but have not yet heard back from them.
Oh, this is a nice house right here. Did anybody see me walk by? I don't think they did. What that say, Brinks? What that sign say? It's protected by somebody, but ain't no way that the camera gonna see me do this. I'm one of the slickest old heads on the block. We'll be on Cumberland. Ain't nobody gonna see me on this gentrified block. Hold on, did I pass the porch with it? Hold on, let me go back get it. Let me get it. Oh, put it behind my back real quick. They ain't gonna see it on the camera. That's right there. Seeing me put behind my back, but in the front, we out. Then nobody see me, niggas.
You know what really pisses me off? Porch pirates. All right. So the other day I had a package being delivered. So I see it on my camera. I see that they sent me a picture of it being delivered. So I'm looking at it. I get home, the package is gone. Check the cameras. I seen it was a kid that took it. My whole thing is, man, leave my shit alone. You ain't even gonna know what to do with what I ordered. You know what I'm saying? So you stole my original, you stole my other mic. So now I have to wait for another mic.
I know times are hard for a lot of people right now, so don't get me wrong, but I have been doing porch pickup for items like on Marketplace, selling items for literally years, probably over 7-8 years, and never ever have I had anybody steal anything off my porch. And 3 times in the last month, someone has messaged me, They come to pick it up. By the way, I have 6 cameras, 6. They can visually see them. They pull in my driveway. They take the item. They don't pay for it. They walk off. And I know what you're going to say. Just have people pay for it ahead of time. I just never have had to do that before. People normally Venmo me or cash at me or leave cash under my rug, and I have no issues. But I just, like, it kind of breaks my heart because one of the items, I would have literally given it to the lady if she had said, you know, I really need this, but I can't afford it, whatnot. But no, it makes me madder than, it makes me Madison if somebody comes on my property and takes something and doesn't pay for it. And then I also have your picture. And then what happens is when I go to message them like, hey, where did you put the money or whatever, they have already blocked me. So it's intentional. Like, it's intentional stealing, which just, like, I don't know, it irks me to no end.
Porch pirates stealing your deliveries right at your front door. Last year, 120.5 million packages swiped, estimates the security firm Safewise. Often, retailers will simply replace or refund a stolen item, but they don't have to.
And at what point is the consumer responsible for that package?
So who's responsible for package theft really changes a lot. In most states, once a package is delivered by a carrier on your property, it's considered yours.
This holiday season, a scramble to stay ahead. Amazon Prime members can have their packages delivered into their garage or a locker. UPS using AI to reroute at-risk shipments to a UPS store. And doorbell cameras, never more popular. But those cameras don't always stop thieves. And according to one survey, 25% of people who had a package stolen received no refund. And experts say to keep packages safe, track your delivery, require a signature, or pick up from the store, rather than pile up the boxes on the porch.
What it said at the end of the birthday, yeah.
They deliver the packages and they take a picture. This is where they come back and get them. Well, you can decide if you think it's the same people or not. I hope they get caught, and I hope they spend Christmas in jail. That would be my victory right there.
I've been reading on the Nextdoor app this morning. All the porch pirates are out stealing packages. So y'all be aware that if y'all ordering stuff from Amazon, FedEx, UPS, or whatever, they out and they ready. So I'm staying here right now. My grandson has some Jordans that are set to deliver today. And I'm gonna sit my ass right here until I see FedEx at that door. I don't care how long it takes. I'm gonna sit here because the porch pirates ain't gonna get me. They're not gonna get my baby shoes.
We're sick of porch pirates, and we're trying to stop them.
Caught on camera and caught red-handed. This woman who grabbed 2 boxes of skincare products from this Cordova home November 27th and walked away.
This is high season. This is their Christmas shopping right here.
For Daryl Moss, who lives in another Cordova neighborhood, this latest porch pirate crime is still personal.
On this street alone, there's been at least 4 or 5 of us who's been victims. And some of this stuff, you know, it's minor, but some of it is irreplaceable.
That's why Moss did some digging of his own.
My wife, it was a very clear video. She did a screenshot of the thief. It was a young lady.
Moss said several others also recognized her, and the name he gave me with an Olive Branch, Mississippi address is also mentioned in a Memphis police report. So I went there. This man identified himself as her stepfather, confirmed her picture, and said he believed she turned herself in. However, there's no arrest record of her in either Olive Branch or Shelby County.
I know the police have a big job and it's hard to catch everyone, but in this case, excellent video, background, should be arrest.
So, y'all, I would imagine this is going to get worse when the holidays coming up because people are always sending gifts in the mail, and trust me, the thieves know it too. So they're going to be really on the lookout for packages being delivered. I was reading a story. This probably was maybe about 2018, 2019. There are some people that literally follow FedEx trucks, post office trucks, and they just park on the streets and just watch to see if they're delivering packages along with your mail or they are coming up to your house with packages. And that's all they do all day. They just follow these trucks around and see what kind of boxes they're putting on porches. And unfortunately, a lot of people are working and they're not home to catch these people grabbing packages. They're not there. And I also found out, you know, a lot of these packages taken off of people's porches are never reported to the police. They said about 1 in 4 maybe will report it to the police, but a lot of people, still the majority of the people that get things taken from their porch don't even report the theft. And that's another big reason why so many people get away with stealing these packages because it goes unreported. Yeah. And depending on the business, like a big business like Amazon, they could probably replace it for you. But not all businesses can afford to do that. But yeah, I mean, if you can find a way to protect your deliveries, do that. Make sure you protect it. Or, like some people, like they were saying, require a signature. That way they have to put the package, right in your hand after they get your signature. So, I mean, there's many ways around it, but it shouldn't be happening to begin with. But as more and more people get desperate in this bad economy, it's going to ramp up. They said it's already ramping up in the country. And North Dakota, Iowa, I think, and Kentucky. It's all of these states that, I'm not saying Kentucky because, Memphis is our people, but like Iowa, those aren't our people, and even North Dakota, we don't live in no big numbers in North Dakota, but states like that have like the highest porch pirates. But they said nationwide it's ramping up and they're anticipating, especially between November and December, it's just going to go through the roof, you know? Now, I've had things taken from my porch. It has happened to me, you know? the last time it happened was several years ago, but I've had it happen. So it's not as far-fetched as you think. So it's a pretty soon you're gonna know either it happened to you or you're gonna personally know someone that has had things removed from their porch. Wow. Yeah, you can have things delivered to your job, but you gotta be careful with that because you can have a thief in the office. I've worked in a place like that where, in fact, it was one woman I used to talk to all the time, and something was delivered on the job and she never got it. And they confirmed that it was delivered and she never got it. So, hopefully you can trust your coworkers and that the package will get to you. So yeah, that's an option. Mhm. Yeah, well, unfortunately, we live in these times and wow. Mhm. Yep. Yep, people sure do steal lunches at jobs, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. You're working somewhere, you're getting a salary, and you can't even afford to bring your own lunch or eat somebody else's lunch. I never could understand that. Mhm. Yeah. So, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and conclude. I do have another live coming up at 3:45. And I don't know if you heard, but Great Britain got slammed with a really bad storm and a lot, parts of it was underwater. So I'm going to be showing you that they got hit with Storm Claudia. And this storm not only put them underwater, but several other locations it put underwater. So I'll be showing that to you at 3:45. And this storm is pretty recent. So I hope to see you then. 3:45. Shalom, family.